4 jackpots are kicking off today. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one is Bet Great Jackpot, and it looks like it has easier games. Maybe you could look at it. You need to predict 13 games, and the official sign-up link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Now let's get to this weekend's mega jackpot. Match 1. SSC Napoli versus Atalanta BC. In their head-to-head history, Napoli have a slight edge. Out of 43 matches, Napoli have won 18, Atalanta 15, and 10 ended level. Napoli's recent form? Mixed but capable, and playing at home gives them a boost. Atalanta have struggled to score consistently per recent stats. Given the quality Napoli have plus their home advantage, they're more likely to edge this. Home win, Match 2, FC Nuremberg versus Arminia Bielefeld. In the head-to-head, Nuremberg have won 10 of their meetings. Bielefeld 8 and 7 draws. According to BetMinds, Nuremberg's win probability is highest, 43%, versus draw, 25%, and away win, 32%. Nuremberg seem to have momentum and a slightly better home edge. Bielefeld can score but may concede. Home win. Match 3, Real Oviedo versus Rayo Vallecano. Rayo Vallecano are in better form. They've been quite productive recently, while Oviedo have struggled to win. In head-to-heads, Rayo actually have more wins than Oviedo, but Rayo's overall structure, their ability to control games, and their greater attacking threat make them favorites to take the win. Away win, Match 4. Bryne FK versus Sarpsborg 08. Historically, in their H2H meetings, Sarpsborg 08 has never beaten Bryne. According to H2H stats, Bryne have 6 wins and there are 8 draws in 14 total. Recent meeting in June 2025 ended 1-1. Bryne's home form is patchy. They scored just 1 goal per game in their last 6 and concede a lot. Sarpsborg's away form isn't dominant either. They concede regularly. So a draw seems the most balanced outcome. Match 5. Leeds United versus Aston Villa Leeds are really struggling in recent matches. According to H2H form stats, they have only won 1 of their last 6, scoring on average 1.00 goal and conceding over 2 per game. Villa, on the other hand, are in better form. 4 wins out of their last 6, averaging 1.7 goals scored and only 0.8 conceded per that recent stretch. In their recent meetings, Villa have had the upper hand. Hence, an away win for Villa is a strong pick. Match 6. Mantova 1911 versus Spezia Calcio. The H2H between these two leans toward parity. In 8 or 9 matches, Mantova has won 3, Spezia only 1, and they've drawn a lot. Their most recent meeting in April 2025 ended 2-2. Mantova's scoring rate is low at about 0.69 goals per game in recent form. Spezia isn't exactly flying either. Their average is 1 goal per game, and in recent away matches a large share of games end with modest totals. So a draw seems quite plausible. Match 7. Ittihad, Sakandary versus Gouna FC. In their recent H2H match, Ittihad beat Gouna 1-0. Ittihad's recent form is poor, but at home they could leverage the edge against a relatively weak Gouna side. Gouna's away goal scoring is low per their form stats. Given the tightness historically and their low goal rates, Ittihad sneaks a narrow home win. Match 8. Huesca versus Sporting Gijon H2H between them is pretty balanced. Out of 14 recent matches, they've had 6 draws, 4 wins each. Huesca's recent form, last 6, is weak. Sporting Gijon's last 6 shows some momentum. They have wins in that span. Given Sporting's slightly better form and that Huesca are under pressure, Gijon could take this. Away win, Match 9. Richards Bay FC versus Durban City. According to H2H data, Richards Bay has never lost to Durban City in their past meetings. Their most recent cup match in October 2025 ended in a win for Richards Bay, 3-1, showing they can beat them but not overwhelmingly. In terms of form, Richards Bay's recent matches show inconsistency. Wins, draws, losses. Durban City's away form is not super strong per their stats. Their goals per game is under 1, and they concede fairly little. Given the historical tightness and the current form, a draw is a plausible outcome. Match 10. FC Nantes versus FC Lorient. Historically, in their head-to-head, Nantes has a slight edge. According to H2H data, they've won more of their past meetings. However, Nantes' current form is weak. Footy Stats shows they've scored only 0.9 goals per game and conceded 1.50. Lorient also hasn't been great lately, from H2H form. Given both sides' poor form, a draw seems likely. Match 11. Primorje versus Murska Sobota. In their recent match, Primorje beat Mura 2-0. According to H2H stats, Primorje has won 2 of their last 5 meetings, with Mura winning 2-1 draw. Footy Stats also shows in H2H that Mura has a higher win rate, but in their more recent match, Primorje's performance, XG, was strong. Primorje had 2.04 XG versus Mura's 1.39. So, a narrow home win is a reasonable call. Match 12. FC St. Pauli versus Union Berlin. In their past 28 matches, all competitions, Union Berlin have won 14, while St. Pauli have won 8. St. Pauli's recent form is very poor. According to H2H stats, they are losing a lot. Their home matches often go over 2.5 in total goals. Union Berlin's 2025/26 form is average, but they are more stable. They concede 1.70 goals per game, which indicates games could be tight, but they have the edge. Some prediction sites, like 4Bet, lean towards a 1-2 away win for Union. Match 13. Lokomotiv Moscow versus FK Krasnodar. In their head-to-head, Lokomotiv have won more at 15 than Krasnodar 11, but Krasnodar have been in very strong form recently. According to BetClan's preview, there's a 40% probability for Krasnodar to win, and they also expect both teams to score. Krasnodar's recent matches suggest they can produce over 2.5 goals, and their attack is more consistent. Given these, Krasnodar seems slightly more likely to edge this match. Away win match 14. HNK Gorica versus NK Istra. 1961. Historically, Gorica and Istra 1961 are fairly balanced in their head-to-heads. According to H2H data, Gorica has won 12 of the last 30 to 36 matches, Istra 7, and about 11 ended in draws. That suggests a decent probability of neither side dominating the matchup. Gorica's recent form is shaky. In their last 6, they've drawn once, won twice, lost 3. Istra's last 6 have been inconsistent but capable of taking points. Given both teams' form and stability, a draw seems plausible. Match 15. HFC Slovako Uherské Hradište versus FC Zlin. Their H2H is fairly close. Slovako has 13 wins, Zlin 11, and 6 draws in their 30 meetings. However, Slovako's form this season is very weak. Eagle Predict notes that they've had very few wins, 1 win in 15 games in this league, and struggle to score. Zlin, meanwhile, are doing better this season with a more balanced points rate, suggesting they are in better shape. Away win. Match 16. Burgos CF versus Racing Santander. In their head-to-head, Burgos has a slight edge. Out of 20 meetings, Burgos won 9 and Racing won 7. Burgos currently have very good form in Segunda, scoring approximately 1.5 goals per match and conceding only approximately 0.86. While Racing is strong, they have some good results. Burgos at home seem more reliable and more dangerous, especially in tight games. Home win. Match 17. Oud-Heverlee Leuven versus St. Truiden 5. Historically, St. Truiden have the edge. According to iScore, in 30 matches, H2H. Leuven has 10 wins, St. Truiden 14, and 6 draws. St. Truiden are relatively strong in the Pro League and have upward momentum. Leuven, playing at home, Den Drief, might try to be proactive, but I think Truiden's quality and experience in past matchups gives them a slight edge. Away win.